Controversial decisions. A lot of people says no, a lot of people says yes. Grease or 90 weight? What do y'all do? Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So that's the decision a lot of people make. A lot of people does it, a lot of people don't. It was designed for 90 weight. I get that. So what do y'all do? Drop it down in your comments. I've looked up several forums. I have heard of people doing it. And a lot of people says use the corn head grease. Get it through John Deere and other places. Or use the 00 grease. It needs to be a kind of a flowable. It's thick, but almost flowable, like peanut butter pasty type grease. What it is it will, once it gets hot, it'll kind of liquefy a little bit, get all over your burns and everything. Once it gets cold, cools down, it'll kind of solidify. So if you've got a pesky seal on your bush hog, like what we got right here, this helps it. You're not constantly putting 90 weight in. I went and used this about a week or two ago, and it was low on 90 weight in the gearbox, so I topped it off. Went and mowed. It set for a week or so. We did a video on it a couple weeks ago, and went to check it, getting ready to go bush hog with it in the next day or so, trying to get everything prepped for it, and it's bone dry. So I thought it was that front seal, and it is weeping a little bit, but I think it's the bottom seal. Of course, when you do that, you got to remove the stump jumper underneath and blades, and so to keep from having to do that, we're going to try our hand at this flowable, quote unquote, grease. And that's what we're going to do. Hey, worst case, tears my gearbox up, then we're on a hunt for another gearbox. But I've read a lot of testimonials and a lot of folks that has done this and ain't never had a problem. If I'm really unsure about it, I can throw a little bit of 90 weight in there with it too and kind of thin it a little bit. But I'm trying to keep the mess in, not dripping all out. So that's what we're doing. So I've done loosened this up, stuck a zip tie down in it, and it was completely empty. So it had leaked every bit of that 90 weight out, and that kind of sucks. So we're gonna try our hand at this mess, and let's just see what happens. I mean, worst case, it leaks out, and we'll just have to fix the seal one day, or on stock in 90 weight. So yeah, let's just see what happens. I got 2 quarts. I've been letting it set out in the sun, get hot, so it would flow a little better. It's been pretty cool here, 30-degree nights and 40s and 50s during the day. We're on a warming trend right now, so I wanted to get a little bush hogging in as soon as possible. Get some of this stuff that I don't normally cut during the year when I'm haying. And hopefully this works out good for us. I don't know. It's flowing better than I thought it was going to, truthfully. I mean, it's almost like 90 weight. 90 weight's a daggum thick when it's cold. But I want to say this cavity probably holds about 2 quarts, quart and a half. We're going to see. This is a brown 460, little 5-foot bush hog. And if you ain't seen that video, go back, watch it, of all of our junk that we got. And a buddy gave this to me along with some other stuff. If you go back in the last video, you'll see the 3-point auger that we got. And we're gonna let that rest a little bit and go down. It's already at the top, but I'm sure it's not full yet. We got to fill all the voids and the cavities. What I got was this zero grease. I went to my local auto parts store. That's what they recommended and what everybody gets to throw off in their gearboxes and stuff. So we're gonna give it a shot. Anyway, I'm gonna let this work in a little bit, and we'll add more, but there's probably about that much left in it. It should hold more than a quart, I would think. We'll see. I got more or less most of a quart in it. We're going to put the plug back in it, just so it don't sling everywhere. I'm just gonna run it for, I don't know, a minute or two, and let it get slung around. Then we'll do it again. So let me get on this other side where the PTO and the clutch is at. Yes, I know, don't crank it from the ground. I hear that a time or two. It's in neutral. Some there at the top, but I think it'll accept more. Oh yeah, that pulled quite a bit. So let's see if we can get some more in it. I got smart this time and set my used bottle up so everything will be at the bottom. So hopefully we'll get the remainder out of this. We'll start on a new bottle. I hear a little mini cow over there bellering. Must be getting close to feeding time. That little cow and them hogs. They'll tell off on you if they ain't been fed. But they like to eat regardless too. Alright, so there ain't much left in that now. I could take some 90 weight, throw off in here and try to mix it up. But worst case, I can cut that open and get the rest of it out and pour it into something or whatever. But there ain't much in it. So we're gonna take the cap off of this one. And we're gonna use the same cap so we're not cutting up a good one. I always save these caps. I don't know, do y'all save them caps on stuff like this? You never know when you might need some. But I save the caps for different things. I'm making a mess. Alright, we about got it. So, sun's starting to get low and I ain't got time this afternoon. So tomorrow, we'll see y'all back here. And we're gonna go mow a little bit. We'll see y'all then. Well, good morning. It's the next day. We done got the tractor out. Made about 3 or 4 passes. And just wanted to bring you along. This stuff right here is pretty thick. It ain't been mowed in over a year. So we're gonna try to get it knocked out. This is an area in my hayfield that I just ain't had time to get to. Now that it's winter time, I want to mow it. Probably gonna till it up or disc it up, try to get it back level. I know a couple of years ago I did a video on reclaiming the hayfield, and well, you know how projects go. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. Sometimes you got time, sometimes you don't. Anyway, we're gonna get started and try to get all this mowed. Hopefully everything goes right. It's doing pretty good. Ford 3000, pulling that brown 460 bush hog. Here we go. Well, a little over half of it is done. Well, that sure looks a lot better, don't it? We got this little block to do here. I'm gonna get it knocked out. I'll bring you back in when we get done. Tractor's doing good. There's a couple of areas that you heard real thick. I'm talking super thick. About choked the tractor down. What it is little patches of bahia grass out here. They start to come back, and when you hit that and it's 1.5 feet tall and thick, woo, she chokes her down. But we're getting there, slowly but surely. But yes, man, that looks a lot better. Well, let me get this other side knocked out, and I'll be back with you here in just a little bit. That wraps this little area up. Sure looks a lot better. But the job is not complete. What do you mean by that? We gotta clean this mess up. There's no sense in dragging all this mess to the house and cleaning it up. Let's clean it up in the field. I didn't show y'all, but about every 4 passes I got off and cleaned this screen best I could. You just don't want none of this crap getting clogged up in your grills and clogging your radiator. It cause it to overheat, which I never had a problem, but I kept it clean too. But you can see how it packs it up on the running boards and on the deck of the bush hog. So yes, we get to clean this mess. Oh, what fun. So I strapped my blower to the tractor when we first got started. So we're gonna start with the tractor and move to the bush hog. Now when I get home, I'll take this grill screen out and I'll try to clean it out a little better. But right now, just trying to get the gist of it. Yeah, now comes the fun part. But a lot of this stuff, we're just going to take by hand, try to get it out as much as possible. Try to help preserve this deck a little bit. It's pretty thick metal on it though. It's thicker than the one that I have, that old one I have. Well, that's pretty good. Need to come out here and burn all this mess one day. But one thing I haven't checked, I need to, I can put my hand on it. It's warm, but it's nowhere near hot. So that's good. Maybe that grease will stay in there and keep them burns lubed. Well, we got it cleaned off, fields mowed. There's a couple of other areas that I'm going to hit one day. I'll bring you along for that too. But the old Ford 3000 did good. Bushog did good. The grease and the gearbox done good. Time will tell. I'll keep a check on it every time I use it. I'm gonna check it regardless. But it did real good. Very proud of this old equipment. Hopefully I'll mow this again come early spring, trying to get it knocked down again one more time. I may or may not have to disc it. I'm just trying to regain some of this hayfield back. I'm thinking about taking half of it and maybe doing some planting of some corn and stuff like that, but I want at least half of this back to this original field. I know it's not going to be as level, but it'll be pretty close. And in order to produce pretty good once I can get all the trash out of it, but it's just going to take mowing many times. But anyway, listen, I appreciate y'all watching. Y'all make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see y'all in the next video.